We are construction studios. Our topic today is about after the year of VR, what's next? 我们今天要讲的演讲的题目是VR 元年之后，下一步是什么？My name is Wenyu Jiang. I'm a concept artist and illustrator living in Los Angeles. Actually, 我是叫姜文宇，我其实住在洛杉矶。I have developed the marketing campaigns for AAA video game titles such as Call of Duty and XCOM 2。我在这个游戏业工作，做过一些比如像《使命召唤》的这个市场宣传。I'm also a virtual reality artist. I have worked on a VR project at Carnegie Mellon University and continuing working with Chuck and construction studios on their next title. 我也是一个虚拟现实的艺术家，我在卡内基梅隆大学制作过虚拟现实的项目，现在也在跟看思助工作室一起合作他们的下一个产品。Chuck, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Chuck. My name is Chuck Tsung-Han Lee. 我的名字叫李宗翰 You can call me Chuck. 你可以叫我 Chuck. 然后 I'm now the vice president and co-founder at Construct Studio. 我现在是看思族工作室的副总以及共同创办人。Now we are based in San Francisco. 我现在在旧金山。And also, I'm also a blogger. As a blogger, I share the things I found about virtual reality in Silicon Valley, and I translate to Chinese and try to reach to the people that only know Chinese. 我身为一个部落客，我就是分享我在最近看到所有 VR 有关 VR 的东西，然后借此想要让不会讲英文、只会讲中文的人可以了解到硅谷那边发生的所有的 VR 大小事。At the same time, I'm also the producer for Imago. 我也是 Imago VR 微电影的制作人。然后 Imago is a narrative VR film from the perspective of a disabled person. Imago 是一个 VR 的微电影，在讲述说从一个故事，从一个身障者的角度去看这个世界。So why this is the year of VR? 为什么今年是 VR 元年呢 ？The reason is really simple. 原因很简单。Oculus Rift launched earlier this year for their first consumer version in March. Oculus 呢，在他们今年3月的时候，开始发售他们第一款消费者版本的VR 头盔。HTC Vive launched their VR headset, consumer version VR headset this year as well. HTC Vive 呢，他们在今年4月的时候呢，也发布了他们的消费者版本。Sony PlayStation VR launched their consumer version this year as well. Sony 他们也发布他们的VR 头盔，称为 Sony PlayStation VR， 也是在今年 ，actually it was a few weeks ago and it was a big hit。就是在这几个礼拜前，他们就也发布了 PlayStation VR， 然后在日本在全世界获得大受好评。Not only them, including Samsung and Google, a lot of companies are working on virtual reality right now and put a lot of money into it. 不止像我刚刚说到那三间公司，包括三星、谷歌，他们现在都很致力在他们自己的 VR 头盔上面，然后砸入了大量的钱。This is why this is the year of VR, because the technology is here. 这也是因为什么今年是 VR 元年，也是因为科技成熟了，东西已经准备好了，所以它已经准备好给消费者，所以今年成为 VR 元年。What's more? So Goldman Sachs predict the VR video entertainment industry will reach 3.2 billion by 2025. 高盛集团呢，他们预估在2025年的时候，所有的有关 VR 的影视产业产值会高达32亿美元。And then a lot of famous directors got involved in VR as well. 很多很有名的导演，很多好莱坞的大导演，他们现在开始在着重在 VR， 开始他们的 VR 电影。For example， 比如说 Steven Spielberg、Michael Bay and Jon Favreau 这些大导演，他们都开始跟很多的 VR 公司合作 VR 的电影。And a really interesting thing this year as well, Henry got their Emmy Awards. They are a VR short animation. They are the VR short animation from Oculus Studio. Henry 这部 VR 动画短片呢，也在今年得到了艾美奖这个殊荣。这对于 VR 来讲是一个前所未见的一件事情。 The director of Henry said, VR can be a powerful tool for storytelling. This Emmy validates that vision. Henry 的导演说 ，VR 可以是一个非常牛逼的工具，让再讲述一个这个电影这个故事非常牛逼。然后这次艾美奖证明了这一点。So, but the problem is, how did VR get to this place? Wenyu?
Okay. So then, of course, there is a history. 这是有一段历史的。Actually, some of the imagination about the technology of virtual reality was there even in early 20th centuries. 在20世纪早期的时候，30年代就已经有了关于虚拟现实的设想。And in 1968, the Sword of Damocles, one can be considered as the first VR hardware got invented. 在1968年的时候呢，其实就已经有虚拟现实的设备被发明出来了。In 1995, it's really important that Nintendo, one of the biggest video game company, 任天堂，发布了他们自己的这个 VR 产品，叫 VR 小子。Nintendo released Virtual Boys as a consumer version of VR device. It failed terribly. However, that's a great try to put this kind of device to consumers' hand. 虚拟小子最后失败了，但是呢，它是一个很重要的尝试。Finally, in 2012, we have Oculus DK1, which was extremely successful on Kickstarter. 就是 Oculus 的第一代产品，在众筹网站上非常的成功。Its success was also the beginning for virtual reality to hit its historical milestone. 它在众筹网站上的成功呢，也是 VR 它的一个历史转折点。Which is following that 2014, Facebook acquired Oculus with $2 billion. Facebook 脸书用20亿美金买下了 Oculus. And this acquisition actually revealed that a lot of huge corporations are actually developing and investing in VR technology. 就是这个收购，就是同时呢也揭发了。就是很多的这个大的公司，比如说谷歌啊、三星啊，他们都还有 HTC，他们都在开发就是自己的 VR 产品。And those investment really make this business thrill. So then we talk about what's next. 就是那下一步是什么呢？There are certain features we predict that future VR hardware gonna have. 就是这里有一些功能呢，我们认为新的这个虚拟现实设备将会具有的。首先，第一点是 positional tracking， 就是你能够在一个特定的位置内移动。在虚拟现实世界中，你不光是四处看，你还可以四处走。Is that you can move around in the space, in the virtual space. That's really immersive. Why people thinking we need to move? Because there's one device we have right now that has this function, is HTC Vive. And a lot of people tried HTC Vive and really believed in VR that its potential and the experience, because it's not only for you to look around and you can also walk around. 就是你可以在这个虚拟现实世界中移动和互动，这个是非常重要的一个体验。Then we talk about the cost. Of course, the cost is going to be dropping. It will be more affordable. Right now we have those advanced devices like HTC Vive, but it's too expensive. The headset itself gonna cost $800, and you still need a very high-end PC to run the program smoothly. 就是你现在这个东西太贵了，你虽然有你要花800块钱买这个 HTC Vive $800，当然你还需要一台高级的电脑去运行上面的程序。However, we also have some alternative choice like PlayStation VR. It lacks some features of HTC Vive, but it also provides grand experience with much lower cost. Also, you don't need a high-end PC to run a VR in PlayStation VR because you only need a PlayStation 4, let's say $300 video game console. More important information for developers is that PlayStation as a 4 as a game console has already been sold 35 million units. It has a huge consumer and user base. 就是PS4这个机器它是可以跑PlayStation VR 的，但是呢，它同时是一个就是有很大用户群的一个主机，它已经卖出了3500万台。And those users are also hardcore gamers who are willing to buy a newer device for better gaming experience. 就是这3500万用户呢，他们很多又是核心玩家，这些人呢愿意去花钱买新的 VR 设备，然后来尝试这个新的游戏体验。Chuck?
So the third point we think is going to be the next step is the collaboration between Eastern world and Western world. 我们觉得第三点，我们觉得非常重要的一点是中西合并，中西合并，就是美国跟加拿大这边跟中国的合作。因为很多人都现在都觉得说 China 现在是一个最大的 market. A lot of people think China is the biggest market for virtual reality right now. So there's actually an example in China, in Shenzhen right now. It's a VR cafe. 现在在深圳那边已经开了第一间的 VR 俱乐部，VR 俱乐部。然后呢，因为 VR 现在实在太贵了，就像文颖刚所说的 ，VR 实在太贵 ，VR is too expensive. So people are not able to purchase it. So the way they play VR is go to a VR cafe and then just pay for a little fee to play it. 所以你只要到那个 VR 俱乐部里面，就可以用很便宜的价钱，不需要花到800美金，不需要花1200块美金，就可以玩到 VR 这样东西。And another thing we are thinking about is, so now in United States, because we stay in the United States, we know a lot of filmmakers, a lot of developers want to get money, investment from China. 现在在美国那边很多的像开发者啊、电影人啊、VR 有关电影的 VR 电影人，他们都很想要拿到就是在中国这边的投资的资金。And in the meantime, a lot of Chinese investors want to invest in good content in United States and also in Canada, but they don't have a way to find it. 他们没有一个方式去找到这些东西。So we are thinking about maybe we can have a film festival that connect China and Canada and US, and we can have a review system. So we can have a film festival in China, and let the general public to watch the best VR content from United States and Canada. 所以借此的话，我们就可以让这边的开发者、这边的电影人很容易的找到，用这个电影节的方式，很容易的找到在中国那边的资金。达成双赢的局面，就是中国的投资者可以很容易找到这边的人，这边的人也可以找到那边的资金。So it will become a win-win situation that Chinese investors can easily find good content over here, and the developer filmmakers over there can easily find the funding from China. So if you are interested in this, we can talk about this after the talk. And the last point we have is interactive storytelling. So what's interactive storytelling? It's actually the medium between films and games. So when I work in a VR company, I show a lot of VR experience of film to people. 之前我在一间现在我要讲的是VR 的互动式电影会是下一步。这个 VR 是互动式电影呢，它是一个介于游戏跟电影之间的媒介，让你可以在电影里面跟里面的角色互动。And when I was working in the VR company, I show a lot of film VR experience to people. 我之前在一间 VR 公司工作的时候，我秀了很多的VR 的电影啊 ，VR 微电影 VR 的一些体验给大家。But most of people, when I hand them the controllers, 大部分人当我在把那个手把拿给他们的时候 ，they always ask me about, is there any interaction in this film? 他们都会问说有没有任何的互动性在这个电影里面 ？Because it's really intuitive when you get the controller, you want to do something. 因为当你拿到手把的时候，你会想要做一些事情，你就会不只想要看。But most of the time, I can just say, okay, I'm sorry, this is just a VR film, VR experience. There's no interaction at all, so I'm sorry. 所以大部分时候我都只能说，这只是一个 VR 电影，这只是一个 VR 体验，没有太多的互动性在里面。That's why I started this company, Construct Studio, trying to bridge the gap in films and games, trying to help that the player, the viewer, become part of the virtual world, read the story, watch the movie through actions。这就是为什么我成立了这间公司，看私塾工作室，希望可以透过这个 VR 互动式电影，让所有的使用者，让他们的欲望想要可以达成，让他们可以在电影里面跟角色互动，跟里面所有里面的互动，东西互动。And this is the concept for our story. So 这是我们的设计图，现在我们的设计图在我们的 VR 电影里面。So we are talking about a story about Project MK Ultra, which was the mind control program from CIA from 50s to 80s. 这个我们现在的故事背景呢，是一个有关的叫做 MK 计划的。So MK stands for mind control, which basically they use crazy drugs to make people become assassins. 所以这 MK 计划的 MK 代表的是，就是所谓的洗脑，他们用各种很可怕的药物把你洗脑成一个杀手，让你去杀人。And we think it will be a good fit for VR. 我们想这个是一个会对于来 VR 来讲说故事的方式，一个很好说的故事的方式。We are going to let viewer go through every different characters to understand the complete story as a first person point of view. 我们希望透过不同的角色，然后去讲述不同的故事。因为在 VR 里面最好的讲故事的方式，就是透过第一人称的方式去看这个世界。So in conclusion, we have 4 points. Positional tracking，在 VR 里面走动会是一个非常大的点，每家 VR 公司都会着重在这一点上面。Cheaper VR headset, of course. Technology always gets cheaper and cheaper from time to time. 越来越便宜的 VR headset 会是一个趋势，这样才会有消费者想要买。Collaboration between Eastern world and Western， 中西合并将是一个非常大的重点，因为这里的人都认为说 China is the biggest market， 中国是一个最大的 VR 的一个市场。And the last one, interactive storytelling. VR 互动式电影将会是一个新的媒体。It will be a new medium for film industry. If you still don't believe in VR， 如果你觉得 VR 还不会赚钱的话 ，Let me tell you something， 让我跟你说一件事情。So these 2 games, Raw Data and Call of the Star Sea, already reached 1 million revenue on the market. So making money for VR is possible. 像这两个游戏，他们已经达到100万美元的收入。And for raw data, they actually reached $1 million in a month. 所以像这个第一个游戏 raw data， 他们其实就在1个月之内就达到100万美元的收入。So VR is a possible market. 所以 VR 是一个可行的市场。Thank you. I'm Chuck.
I'm Wenyu.
By the way, my email on the sheet is wrong. They have an extra M on the sheet, so it's .co, it's not .com. Thank you.